Good morning. I wanted to share a few yin postures that you can put together to build a little practice, especially for those of you who are missing out on classes and um, maybe feeling a little stir crazy at home. I know I'm feeling that as well. Yin is really about surrender. It's really about releasing and kind of trying to settle into what is and being present and using your breath to help you calm, and then working through those layers of the body to really relax into the body. So for those who have practiced yin, this will just be suggested postures that you can do. For those who are new to yin, you can follow along. I will be doing one set of postures on one side of the body, and then you need to follow with the opposite side of the body. So while I'm in these postures, I'm not going to be holding them quite as long as you do in yin class. Typical yin class, you're in those postures for 3 to 5 minutes each side. So be mindful of that. Feel free to pause the video, stay in the posture, stay with your breath, and then when your 3 to 5 minutes have come up, continue on to see what the next posture is going to be. So that's kind of the gist of this. I already miss coming to classes. I already miss teaching. And I know that we are all a little uprooted by the happenings of the coronavirus and what's happening throughout the world. So taking a little time to create peace in your own space is going to be vital. And you need to stay with the things that make you feel healthy, that make you feel grounded. So yin is very much about that. So we are going to get started. We lie down on our back and we just kind of come into the breath. So you would just want to shift that breath from your chest down into your belly. We're going to breathe in through the nose. Let that belly raise up as we inhale. And then it'll fall back down as we exhale. And eventually we want to try to get our inhale to match our exhale to match our inhale. So that nice even flow of breath. So you can lie back, you can do that. While you're lying down, if you'd like to take your feet together, so soles of the feet can come together and your knees can come out to the sides, and this is just going to begin to work into the hips. So if you choose that option, if you have yoga blocks at home, you can always place those blocks beneath your thighs or beneath the knees. So that you can relax into those hips. We want those knees to be nice and heavy. We want to relax the shoulders away from the ears. You want to relax the back of the head so the chin is just nice and neutral. Coming into that breath again, as we inhale, we send it deeper than the chest into the belly. Let that belly raise up. Hold it there for just a moment. Before we exhale, send it all back out. So we want to take that same amount of time, whatever it is that we breathe into. Fill that belly, let that belly raise up. You want to use that same time frame to send it out. So we want to be nice and conscious about our breathing and really let the body begin to relax down. Really try to let go and feel yourself sink down. So you're going to stay here again. You can stay here for 5 minutes or more. Just coming into that breath, just checking in with your body, just seeing where you're at and releasing some of the things that are weighing us down. So after you've come into your breath and you feel like you've spent some time releasing and relaxing, you're going to bring your knees together. So soles of the feet come to the earth. And again, we just want to check in with the shoulders. We want those shoulder blades pressing down. We want to relax the glutes as best we can. Relax the top of the body down toward the mat. So for this sequence, I'm going to be doing the left side. You would start with the right side and move over to the left, or left side and move over to the right. We just want to keep it nice and even throughout our practice. So I'm going to cross my left ankle over my right knee. We're going to flex into that left foot. We're pressing that left knee away from the body. I'm going to bring my arms like cactus. So elbows in line with the shoulders, forearms drop back down toward the earth. Relaxing them down, relaxing the shoulders, nice open heart space. We're going to take a deep breath in, fill that belly, fill the body. And you're going to exhale, slowly bring that left foot down toward the right side. So you're going to bring the sole of that left foot down. Right knee is going to fall out to the right side. Left foot down to the earth. Top of that left knee should face up toward the ceiling. So for some of us, we may not make it all the way down to the mat with that right knee yet, and that's okay. So you can bring that right knee to the block, maybe rest that left foot onto the block as well. Okay, so we don't want to be lifting, we don't want to be squeezing. We want to feel like we're sinking down, we're surrendering into the posture. So make your way into your posture, release that right knee down to the earth, left foot down to the earth, release that right glute. Shoulders are rested, arms are rested. We feel that good breath coming in and out. And then maybe, if it's comfortable, you can take your gaze over toward the left side. So you're going to twist into the neck, coming over toward the left. So if you feel like that's scrunching up in your chin or your chest area, just come back to center. We want to stay where that good breath is, where we can feel that relaxation. If you'd like to take this posture a little bit further, you can take that right hand to the top of your left foot. So you're going to make that connection. If it's accessible to you, left foot stays planted down, right hand connects. We still want that right shoulder down away from the ear. And then if you'd like to bring that right heel closer toward your left glute, you can begin to come down with that left hand, making a connection to that right foot. And again, you want to bring that left shoulder blade back down, left shoulder away from the ear. So as you make these adjustments, you want to check in with the body that you can keep relaxing down, that we're not bringing tension in and keeping it there. So as we make these movements, our body might tense up a little bit. We want to be able to release back down. And again, you're going to stay here for 3 to 5 minutes, whatever feels best. So you can pause the video, take your breaths, take your time. If those hands are connected, you're going to slowly release the hands, bring them back up to cactus. If your head is turned toward the left, you're going to come back towards center. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, slowly come back onto that right foot, so sole of the right foot down to the earth, keeping that left leg crossed over. On an inhale, you're going to draw that right foot up off of the mat, keeping a bend in that right knee. So now we're flexed into our left foot and our right foot. Hands come around, gather behind that right thigh. So you're going to make that connection. And again, you want to relax the head, you want to relax the shoulders, keep that heart open. That top half of the body is anchoring down toward the mat. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to draw that right knee a little bit closer toward the chest. So we're opening into the outside of that left hip. So if you feel yourself squeezing up, see if you can release down. If you can't get your head down in a relaxed posture, you just bring that block or a pillow or a blanket rolled up underneath the head. But try to get that head down if you can. See if you can relax it down. Each exhale, we're drawing a little bit closer toward the chest. So we're going to stay here between 3 and 5 minutes. We want that right knee to be above that right hip. If it's comfortable, you can begin to close into the eyes, relax that chin a little bit, and just stay with the breath. Each exhale, we move a little bit more, little micro movements. So when your 3 or 5 minutes are up, we're going to inhale, draw that right foot up toward the ceiling. So we're going to lengthen through our right leg, right heel up toward the sky. And then you're going to exhale, draw that right leg closer toward the chest. You're going to stay here for a few rounds of breath. We're going to release our arms by our sides, keeping that right leg lifted, keeping that figure 4 going. Nice deep breath in as we press up through that right heel. Exhale, we're going to press out through that right heel, begin to lower that right leg down toward the earth. So nice and slow with the breath. We're going to release that left leg nice and long. Inhale, both knees come in toward the chest. Give them a good squeeze. Maybe rock from side to side. We're going to bring our hands behind our knees. We're going to rock up to seated. So we're going to bring that right heel. Right heel comes toward that left sit bone. So right heel toward the left sit bone, right knee falls out toward the right side. Both sit bones are down nice and even. We're going to keep a bend in this left knee, left foot to the earth. You're going to inhale, pull those left toes up toward the ceiling. Arms are going to come down. We're going to reach for either the ankle, maybe the shin, behind the shin, or hands to the bottom of the foot. So if it's accessible, you can interlace the fingers underneath that left foot. So take your time, sink down into those sit bones. Nice tall spine, crown of the head is reaching up, shoulders are dropping down and back. Coming into your breath again. Again, every time we make movements, check back in with that breath. Right knee is resting out toward the right side, resting down toward the earth. Right heel, right ankle, resting down toward the mat. Outside of that right foot is resting down toward the mat, just nice and gentle, just letting it drop down, trying not to squeeze into that right side. When you're ready, with an inhale, you're going to begin to extend that left foot out, straightening into that left leg. So if you need to keep a bend in that left knee, you can do that. You can keep a bend in the left knee. Keep lifting through that chest. Keep dropping those shoulders back and down, though. Keep creating that space. Nice, strong spine. So take what you need, and again, we're going to be here 3 to 5 minutes or more if you'd like. So try to keep pressing that left heel out, straightening into that left leg, rooting down into those sit bones. Gaze can be toward the toes or down toward the mat. And you're going to be here for just a little while. You're going to exhale, slowly bring that left foot down toward the earth. Inhale, bring that right knee back up, both feet to the earth. Hands come behind the knees. We're going to inhale, straighten through that spine. Exhale as you lean back. Inhale, lift those feet up off of the mat. So keep those shoulders down and back. Chest is nice and open. Heart is nice and open. We want that chin parallel with the earth. Maybe we draw the arms out to the side. Inhale, we're going to slowly reach out with those feet. Exhale, lower down toward your mat, nice and slow with the breath. So again, we want to relax those shoulders down away from the ears. Relax the glutes. Relax the body down toward the mat. We're going to inhale, take a bend in the knees, soles of the feet come to the earth. We're going to draw our left knee in toward the chest. You're going to give it a good squeeze. Maybe circle into the ankle a few times. We'll go one way and then the opposite. And then flex those toes to the ceiling. Down, up, down, up. Beautiful. We're going to bring our left elbow inside of that left knee. Left hand comes to the outside. So you can find either the shin, the ankle, or maybe you can grab onto the bottom of the foot from the outside. With an inhale, you're going to begin to lift that left foot like it's standing on the ceiling, keeping a bend in that left knee. So we're coming in to half happy baby on the top. Nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to let that right knee fall out to the right side. So just like how we started, half butterfly on the bottom. So to prevent us from having to keep that knee lifted up off of the mat, if it doesn't come all the way down, some of us will make it all the way down, some of us won't. We're going to place that block or a rolled blanket underneath that right thigh or the right knee, or maybe you can bring it down a little bit. We want to rest that right knee out to the right side nice and heavy. We don't want to be squeezing into the hip trying to lift that knee up. Again, check in with the shoulders, relax the shoulders. If you've made that connection with your left hand, you want that left shoulder relaxed. You want to keep drawing that left knee out and down. And then just try to come back into your breath. Try to relax that head. And again, you're going to be here for 3 to 5 minutes, so you can pause, take your time on this side. When you're ready to come out of it, you're going to release that left heel back down. Inhale both knees in toward the chest. Give them a good squeeze. Maybe rock from side to side. Keeping your left knee in toward the chest, you're going to exhale. Right leg comes nice and long down the mat. When you're ready, that right hand is going to come to that left knee. Left arm comes out like an airplane wing, resting out to the side. Nice deep breath in as you pull that left knee in. You're going to exhale, slowly cross the body. So nice and slow with your breath. Try to keep releasing into that left hip, letting that left knee drop down toward the mat. So again, for some of us, our left knee isn't going to make it. So you can place that block. Again, there's different settings. So you take what you need. We want to relax our left hip. So we don't want to be squeezing into the hip, lifting that left knee up off of the mat. We want to take our time, come over into the pose. Again, this is about surrender. So find that spot where you can release, where you can just be in the posture, be with your breath, and help your body open. So that left knee is coming down to the right side of the mat. We're releasing that left hip. We're releasing that left thigh. Left knee is heavy. Left arm is resting out to the side. If you can, try to draw that left shoulder blade back down toward the mat. You might need to shimmy that right shoulder blade a little bit. Shoulders away from the ears. Relax the back of the head. See if you can find your breath here. Right leg is rested, so we're not squeezing into our right side. We have the earth beneath us on that right side. Left hip can rest on top of the right. That right hip is supported. If you'd like, you can take your gaze over toward the left side again, twisting into the neck. And try to keep your breath with you while you're twisted. Again, we'll be here 3 to 5 minutes. When you're ready, you're going to draw your head back to center. Slowly with an inhale, we're going to draw that left knee back in toward the chest. Give it a good squeeze as we roll onto the back. And then exhale, send that left leg nice and long down the mat. We're going to take a bend in the knees, soles of the feet come to the earth. You're going to grab for your block. On an inhale, you're going to take your block horizontally, place it underneath that tailbone. Rest those hips down onto your block. Relax into the shoulders. Shoulders pressing down toward the earth, palms come to face down, arms are nice and long. On an inhale, we begin to lift, slowly, slowly bringing those feet up. Coming into a supported shoulder stand. See if you can bring your heels in line with your hips. Let those hips drop down toward the block. Try not to squeeze too much into that core. Just let that breath come through. Relax that top half of the body down toward the mat. Let those feet float. Gaze can be up toward the toes, or you can take a gentle close to the eyes. And you can stay here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready to come out, you just bend into the knees. Exhale, slowly lower those feet down toward the mat. You're going to inhale, lift the hips up. Place your block off toward the side. Exhale as you lower those hips back down toward the mat. Inhale, draw the knees in toward the chest. Give them a good squeeze. Rock from side to side. You're going to exhale, send those legs nice and long down the mat. Set up for shavasana. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Relax the back of the head. Right toes out to the right side, left toes out to the left side. So we're resting those legs. We're not squeezing into the thighs, the hips, the knees, the calves, or the feet. We're rested. Relaxing into the core, letting the back drop down toward the mat a little bit. Arms are nice and heavy by our sides, relaxing into the shoulders, opening that heart space. Softening into your jaw, bringing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing into those facial muscles, so relaxing around the eyes, relaxing into that space where we squeeze. So we say palms up if you would like to receive energy. Palms down if you have energy you need to let go of, if you need grounding. And please take at least 5 minutes here in Shavasana, maybe more if you can. Relax the glutes, relax everything down, let your body sink down and feel that earth beneath you. Feel that good support. We don't have a lot of moments in our day where we feel like we have everything we need. So try to soak that in while we're in Shavasana. You have your breath, you have your body. You just had a really nice practice and you have this good support for your body. So you don't need to be lifting, you don't need to be squeezing. You just get to breathe. And then whenever you're ready, when you want to come out, you just wiggle the fingers and the toes. We reach our arms behind us, toes point forward. Nice inhale, full body stretch. And then exhale, draw the knees in, give them a good squeeze. You can let yourself fall over to the right side, just in that fetal position. Cradle into the head with the hand. And just take a few minutes for gratitude. And then when you're ready, you can make your way up to seated. Again, you can keep a gentle close to the eyes if that's comfortable for you. We want our sit bones down to the earth. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, coming into that breath. Crown of the head is nice and open, reaching up. Palms come to face up onto the knees or the thighs. You just want to relax down. Chin is nice and parallel. Nice deep breath in. We're going to exhale left ear toward that left shoulder, opening into that right side. So try to stay with that breath. Try not to lift into the left shoulder. You're going to inhale, come to center. Exhale, right ear over toward that right shoulder. See if you can relax down the left side and the right side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, head drops back, lift into that chin, let that throat come nice and open. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, chin down toward the chest. Relax the back of the neck. Relax those shoulders a bit. Let go of some of that tension that we carry. Inhale, come back to center. And then we're just going to try to breathe in a little bit of healing, a little bit of peace, a little bit of love for the world that we're in. Palms stay open. We're going to inhale, breathe it in, reach up. Gather that together at the top. And then exhale, bring it toward your heart. And you may do that as many times as you need. Hands come to the forehead, third eye, bowing.